everybody, Josh from Total Package Speed, Strength and Conditioning. Today we are going to talk about bounding. So bounding is fantastic to put into strength and speed programs. This is a great way to develop that strength and that speed, that leg recovery, the single leg power, the explosiveness, but we need to make sure that you do it well. Here you're going to follow along with a couple of our variations that we like the most and a couple of helpful tips because these are advanced. You need to be able to do these correctly for everything to actually translate correctly in the program that you're following along. So please follow this, see a couple of our favorite variations, take a couple of the coaching tips, put them in your program where you see fit. Remember, follow us, follow the website. If you need a program, come to us. Online memberships are available now. Just shoot us a message and follow along. Like the video. Here we go. All right, so our first bounding exercise is going to be a straight leg bound. This is a very good exercise. Start working your hamstrings, start to understand that pullback. Really important that you don't get too high out in front of you. That's not the hugest part of this exercise. We need to remember to contact under your center of mass, nice, and pull through that contact point. Often we see too many athletes stop that movement right when they contact the floor. We need to remember once that contact hits, we need to pull back into extension, get that other leg going, and continue to go for a little bit of distance. This bound variation is more about distance, less about height. So here we go. Our next bound variation is just an alternating bound. This has the knee drive in it. Really important when you hit the ground, you're not collapsing your hips. You're trying to be strong on the ground under your center of mass while keeping everything nice and engaged. If you fall, you contact it, all of a sudden you're slunging, we need to make sure that that position is tight, or else that transfer of energy and that efficiency through your body is just lost into the floor. So make sure with that nice knee drive coming up, good ground contact, good foot strength, big extension out back, and get ready to put that step down for the next one going forward. Here's one of our favorite ones, but it's also one of the most technically demanding ways to bound. Here we have a jumper's bound. So instead of the alternating bound where your leg is coming up and down in that A position, more of a piston motion, now we're starting to introduce the B motion, that top velocity, that cycling motion, where that contact comes under your center of mass with a little cycle coming down and then actually pulling back through into extension, making sure that we're staying tight or we're having good heel recovery. Remember, this is a demanding exercise. Do not do it until you feel comfortable doing it. Here we have single leg bounds. Single leg bounds are incredibly intense on your body. We need to make sure that you have the strength to do this properly, or else things are going to collapse, your hips are going to shift. The efficiency behind this drill is incredibly important. So we need to make sure that you're focusing on proper technique, that single leg strength and power, and making sure that we're popping up, not dropping any of our body, and having good arm mechanics. Remember, when we land, we're just getting ready to drive that other knee right back up, help propel us go forward. Don't get low and don't get lazy. We need that nice high knee drive, come down, and then return back to that knee drive. Here we have continuous broad jumps. Continuous broad jumps might be on the fringe of what a bound actually is, but we like to use it as a placeholder when we're doing some sort of bounding motion. This is awesome to put in any strength or speed program, but we need to remember we're not doing anything in extreme ranges. So when we actually land, we're landing under our center of mass, we're rolling with our heel and then our toe to explode back through. we're achieving triple extension, getting those hips through, we're going for height and distance, and we're making sure that we're not going too deep into that squat motion when we're landing. We want a nice reactive motion, a nice reactive movement after we contact. So we're actually only going down sort of into a quarter squat, rolling in, driving forward. Remember to bring those knees up each time in this variation.